Today we're going to be talking about 3 cool secrets you might not have known about this specific church in GTA Online, which is really cool. So throughout the game, there's a couple of different churches like the Rockford Hills Church. You have the Hill Valley Church that's located in Los Santos. You have the St. Bridget Baptist Church that's in Paleto Bay. The one we're going to be focusing on today is actually in Great Chaparral. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'll actually show you guys what it looks like on the screen right now. It's sort of like right in the middle of the map. That's kind of like the best way I can describe it. It might be near one of your biker clubhouses. It's sort of near that little stream near Fort Zancudo. Well, we're going to be talking about 3 interesting Easter eggs regarding this church. Now, 2 of these Easter eggs we're going to be talking about today, I never knew, which is insane that nearly 5 years out, I didn't have a single clue this sort of thing happened. However, let's talk about the first Easter egg, which I think is awesome because I'm a big fan of what the Easter egg is about, and that is the name. So there are 2 churches serving under the Hill Valley Church name. One is in West Eclipse Boulevard in Los Santos. That's where like the big cemetery is, and the one we're at today is in Great Chaparral. So this church is called Hill Valley Church Los Santos, and their sign says, "Everyone welcome." Well, that name might sound familiar, and if it does, you probably have watched the Back to the Future franchise. So Hill Valley is the fictional town in which Back to the Future takes place, where Doc Brown and Marty McFly go back and forth through time in their DeLorean. We've seen Rockstar make a ton of Back to the Future references in GTA 5 already. Obviously, the newly added Deluxo has the Back to the Future flying ability. We see electrical boxes throughout the world have 1.21 gigawatts, on the side as like a warning, a clear reference to that famous line from Back to the Future. So, needless to say, there's a lot of Back to the Future references in this game, and this church is another one of them, which you might not have known. So that's pretty cool right there. Another thing to note about these churches is, at least this one that I'm on the hour, every hour, a bell rings. And it kind of sounds like a gong going back and forth. I'll let you guys take a listen to it right now. It literally happens every hour. You can pull out your cell phone and listen to it. It's kind of cool. Now, what's pretty neat about this is you would not notice this happening unless you were at the church on the hour, because you're not going to hear that from the street. And again, that's pretty cool because who's really hanging out around a church just doing nothing? Because there really isn't a whole lot going on here. So this is a really cool addition by Rockstar. Obviously, it just goes to show the level of detail that they've put into their game here, which is really cool. The third Easter egg we're going to be looking at today happens every day around 6:30 a.m. I'm not sure why it happens at this time, but you're going to get this song that starts playing. And I'm not sure what song this is. If you guys know, maybe let us know in the comments down below. Maybe it's just a random song that Rockstar's decided to put into the game. But this is so weird because it only happens once a day, and it only happens at 6:30 a.m. Take a listen to this right now. So wasn't that really weird? And it also got interrupted by the bell once the hour mark struck. So it very abruptly happened. It kind of sounds like an organ, but I really don't know what to make of this. Maybe that is another Easter egg that I don't understand or I don't get the reference. But for now, I'm just going to assume it's like church organs playing at a very early time in the morning at 6:30 a.m. So pretty interesting stuff right there. Other than the 3 things we looked at in this video today, there's not a whole lot that's exciting that goes on at these churches. There's a couple of mission appearances that happen. In GTA 5, there's a random event called Runaway Bride. In Grand Theft Auto Online, there's 2 missions called Lost MC, RIP, and Funeral Party. There's a couple of letter scrap collectibles that you can find. One of them is in the Pacific Bluff Cemetery. One of them is in the Great Chapal Cemetery. There's actually a pistol that can be found in one of the empty plots in the Great Chapal Cemetery. And in the one in Pacific Bluffs, you can actually find the Romero hearse, which we've touched on in previous videos. Now, speaking of Easter eggs, another thing I want to point out, and I actually saw a lot of people talking about this. Have you guys played Fallout 4? Well, if you have, you might have noticed that in the intro cinematic, one of the churches they showed off looked awfully familiar. It was this scene right here. And if you make a comparison between the church in GTA 5 and the church in Fallout 4, you'd probably notice that it's exactly the same. Like almost down to the exact same styling and detail, where the windows are, where the doors are. Like, it was creepily similar. And a lot of people were wondering, is Fallout, taking from GTA 5? Is GTA 5 taking from Fallout? Are they in similar universes? Is this a nod, an Easter egg to each other? Well, the answer is neither. That was an intro cinematic. It was actually like a live action intro. And they used a real life location, which can be seen right here. I'm not sure what church this is, but it's 681 Church Street in Fillmore, California. And you guys know GTA 5 is based off of San Andreas, which is based off of California. So that's why that church appears there. I think it was just the world's biggest coincidence that one of the 2 biggest games to come out in the last year used a real-life location from the exact same spot, and it happened to be this iconic church right here. So that's your reference right there. Again, I don't think it was either company trying to do this on purpose. I literally think they just used this location. Fallout used the one from real life, and Rockstar just recreated a version that is incredibly similar. This is the one in Paleto Bay, by the way, not necessarily the one that we were looking at today in Great Chapal, but all of them are called the St. Bridget Baptist Church. Now, this is likely a developer's oversight, as both churches have the same structure and are likely just copies of each other. But it is interesting to note that that's the exact same one that they used in Fallout 4, but that's because it's from real life, so it obviously makes sense. And I figured a lot of people might be mentioning that in the comments down below, so I also wanted to include that in this video today. Now, the last weird thing that happened to me while I was recording this video, I was actually going to leave in my helicopter, and I started hearing some mysterious noises. And I want to play them for you guys right now. I don't know if you can pick up on this. If you can, let me know in the comments down below. It only lasted for about 15 or 20 seconds, but it sounded really creepy, like it was coming from inside the church. So let me know if you can hear this, and let me know in the comments down below also. So I might have just been hearing things because I was listening to church bells for a couple hours straight while recording this video. But I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Did you know about these fun Easter eggs in GTA 5? And did you know about the cool things about the churches in-game? Let me know your thoughts, opinions more in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.